ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lock now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Owe in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 0-0, Mike 3. And we're pretty quiet, team.
Now a play fake, and here's Lock. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Lock going to go on 4th down. And going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Broncos 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 70 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch. Made a 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Locke working out of the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun on third down, Locke dancing to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6 at the Ravens 31-yard line.
Ringo.
Here's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
93 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Now Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. 20, 10, 5, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much is it? And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Smith, 76 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Trying to lay one up deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 87 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
It got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. flushed out right. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A hole to dig out of here. Second and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. On second and 9, Jackson
throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Again, powerful running. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mike 3. Mike 3. He can't hang. He's not going to give you.
Throwing now is Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And
touchdown! That's caught. Rashad Bateman. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 52, Broncos 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Block off of play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They faked the handoff, now Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On play action, Locke. That is a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Smith. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Locke going to try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 102 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Block. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Broncos 36. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Ravens 72, Broncos 36.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.